Uh, they just did another school shooting, by the way. Just all the whole team got shot again. It's the same guy too. He came back from the dead. Like, no,
Insane.
no, no, the kids came back with him though. They did the school shooting too. It's like a whole army. It's crazy. Stephen A. Smith is crying somewhere. They shot John Gruden.
Not John Gruden.
Yeah. So it's very sad. Prayers up for Virginia State. But and they went after the Asians too, specifically in the crowd. They had some against the Asians, I guess. So very sad. Anyway, conserve. All right, so we. All right, let's go to conservatism.
Yeah.
So, but actually, let me watch this play. Uh, uh, number 4, back. He's gonna run for it. Oh, he scores! He does score. He
Holy
actually does.
shit.
He does score.
Holy shit.
And now he's mooning the crowd. It's an absolutely disgusting act from Chandler Morris, from Randy. Well, player's name is actually Chandler Morris.
Yeah.
So, but it might be. He barely hit the little orange thing.
Yeah, the pylon.
Does that count when he hit? Does that count?
It
There
should.
were okay. Well, they might take it back to fuck the kids. um. Okay, conservatism. All right, you ready for this definition?
Yeah, let me hear it.
Conservatism is a cultural, social, and political philosophy and ideology that seeks to promote and preserve traditional institutions, customs, and values.
That's it?
That's it. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let me write it down. Traditional we'll go point by point. Institutions,
They're going for 2, by the way, Virginia Tech.
traditional values. And then what was the other thing? Institutions, values, and what?
Um. Well, hang on. Oh, he's got it. Virginia Tech. But there's a flag. Value institutions, customs, and values.
Okay, cool.
So it's see that that feels a little vague, doesn't it?
It does.
Because if our values are we beat the kids, which sometimes we do, or if I give my dog a blowjob, and if I pass it on to the children, I'm conserving the values of giving the dog a blowjob. I guess. Um. Uh. Yeah, and it does note in another sentence that conservatism may vary on which the culture and civilization appears, which is, I mean, you could have Hindu conservative, Buddhist
Yeah.
conservative. Uh, but yeah, those are our 3. It's funny too because they all 3 can work together, sort of.
Oh, look,
Like there's
there's
different,
on that page
huh?
it says nuclear family.
Well, right, yeah.
It says
Nuclear family, organized religion, the military, the nation state, property rights, and this is right, rule of law, aristocracy, monarchy. The military, that's like a German and American thing.
yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? That came out of nowhere, right?
They fucking love their fucking military. It's the biggest difference between like Ron Paul and John McCain,
Mm-hmm.
basically, and even Donald Trump. Like Ron Paul doesn't really want a military, quite honestly. Uh, the entire GOP, I mean, really since 1945, they want a military. Um, so,
I'm gonna include
but yeah,
the ones I'm gonna leave off are
yeah.
aristocracy and monarchy. I'm gonna leave those off because.
In America, yeah, we don't have them.
So let's go point by point, Paul. Traditional institutions. Are you in favor? Yes or no?
Oh, big time.
Okay, big yes for you. And me,
Big, yeah.
what am I gonna say for traditional? What is meant by traditional institutions, and how does it differ from values and customs?
Uh, well, we live in this liberal society that's got rid of all of them, but it usually meant church, family, the big three: church, family, town.
Oh, I want churches. I definitely want churches.
Church, family, town. Yeah, those change. I mean, one could be the military.
Yeah. How about
Um,
traditional values? Are you saying yes or no?
yeah, all three of the big yeses.
Okay.
That's conservative. That's yeah.
Yes. Yes. Am I gonna say
Uh,
yes to traditional customs? Let me think. Let me think. Cause I can't think of what a new custom would be. You know what I mean?
right.
Unless we
Well,
import it, right?
a liberal would say there are no set customs. You can do what you want.
No, that's bullshit.
Okay. Okay, that's a liberal. That's a liberal.
Traditional values. Sure, I'll say yes. And then
Yeah,
traditional
customs and values are kind of fit.
Sure, customs are okay. Nuclear family. Are we saying yes? Are you saying yes or no?
Big yes, big yes.
Yes. I'm gonna say no. I don't really give a. I mean, even though it's such a. Like, I feel like it's such an important.
But it's not the needed super duper thing.
It's very important. I'm gonna say no with an asterisk, only because I want there to be families. They don't
Right, but
have
it's
to
not
be nuclear.
right. Okay.
Organized religion.
Yeah, well, obviously.
I mean, imagine you saying no.
No, I can't. No, whoa. Some will though. No, some Catholics, a lot of Catholics actually. Those are liberal Catholics. They will say it's a private thing. We don't need it in the public sphere.
I think.
It's my thing.
Yeah, that's. I don't agree with that. Military.
That's
Are you saying yes to the military or no?
actually, well, Florida State just scored,
Nice.
so now they're gonna go for the 2 point. I'm torn. I don't know. I don't think that feels like that changes with the times.
I think I'm gonna say
Um,
yes. I'm gonna say yes to that.
Yeah, I guess I'd say no. It's not. I'd be like a little no.
And then the nation, the idea of the nation state. Can you explain what that means to me?
Yeah. So the nation state, the nation, the state, the country
Oh,
you live in.
like the sovereignty, right? Like that.
Yes,
Oh,
that's exactly right.
that's
Yeah.
a big yes for me, and I'm
So
assuming
yep.
it's a yes for you.
Yeah, but yeah. Well, not as because I'm a Catholic though. That's why.
Yeah.
I don't. I seek to conserve the Catholic Church. That America go either way.
And then
Unfortunately,
rule of law. That's a big yes for me.
well, yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, a little. Not as much of a yes from me though.
Mm-hmm.
Weirdly enough, because I can understand why the law could be used to break people.
Mm.
That's where I get a little bit of a lib.
Yeah.
And then we skipped property rights, but we kind of covered that,
Oh,
right?
in liberalism, yeah.
Oh, we covered that with liberalism.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's where the liberal sneaks into the conservative a little with the property rights stuff.
Mm-hmm. This is interesting.
So, yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with the monarchy, you could probably include a strong president, which actually I do prefer.
Mm-hmm.
And aristocracy is more of a group of people who are pretty powerful, which actually I'm not a fan of the ones in power now, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm a little less certain of. But you probably need a pretty strong monarch or chief executive. So.
All right, we've got a good. This is a good framework. I like this framework that we got.
Yep. Yeah. So what do you?
Holy shit, Paul! I was not. No, I am recording. Never mind. We're good.
I can't tell how many times I've made that fucking mistake.
I got scared. I looked at the. There's like two numbers. Like there's two timers.
Yeah.
One of them is for my.
Yeah.
One of them is for if I'm streaming, and one of them is for if I'm recording. And I looked at the one for streaming, and I thought it was 0, 0, and I'm like, holy shit! But no, we're good. We're good.
Okay, we're good. We're good. Big sad. It's also another reason to break it up too. You don't want to be 2 hours into something. It's like, oh, we forgot to record it.
That's funny.
So, they overturned the call for Florida State. Go Kids. That's
Go
pouring out for the kids. Go Kids. Okay, so yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, I mean,
See, it's weird. Like
so what?
when these are all grouped up together, like when all these like rights are grouped up together, it's like a
Yeah,
weird way of viewing it. Like I feel like if I were to list them out and like not tell somebody what's what, I feel like a lot of people wouldn't be what they think they are.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, if they're not educated.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Um, yeah, it's interesting. So which extremes on the because I'm the same way, but which extremes in the left are interested in, and which extremes on the right are you interested in?
Okay, let me take a look at.
Yeah.
I guess would you say
Well,
because liberalism is very like it feels like a very centrist ideology, but
it is, but pause. Oh,
yeah,
never mind. The timeout. It's 4th and 12, so this is the last play of the game.
nice.
And there's a timeout. Liberalism is what?
It seems like they usually tout liberalism up as if it's at odds with conservatism, but I don't think it is.
It isn't. No,
Not
they
fully,
can work
right?
together.
Yeah.
Well, they can. The problem is the conflict is when the individual gets in the way of the collective, and
Mm-hmm.
vice versa. Or so, to use the words used in the definition, when does tradition supersede the individual?
Yeah.
That's the idea. Or when does tradition supersede equality before the law? So that's kind of the issue. Um, yeah, look through yeah, because I'm my position. It's probably pretty economically left, and then socially right. That's where I'm at. Um,
Yeah, that sounds
as
like
in
me too.
yeah, well, it's apparently a lot of people too.
I get.
Um,
I guess it's like okay. Let's go through rights of the individual, right?
well, we could go through we could do that. There's an American context where you could go through that. Oh, let's play. Let's play. Oh. Intercepted, yeah. Oh, Virginia Tech did it. They rushed the stadium. Oh my God, that kid's back and shooting everyone. He was a Florida State fan. Fuck. No, that's yeah. That's I love it when they do rush the stadium. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's cool.
Uh, yeah. Sorry, Florida State. Mate. Well, you know what? It's funny. There's um because the playoff is 12 spots now. They can make it in. They can maybe make it.
How many losses do they have?
They have one now.
Oh, they're good. They're still in.
So
They're still in. Yeah.
yeah, they're in. Yeah, damn. All right, it's pretty cool. They really wow. All right. Yeah, it's totally swamped. Uh, now they no, he's got another guy, the kid, the Asian kid. Fuck. They're putting on work on state next too, so that's fun. So I get to keep watching, I guess. So I do like night games like that. It's almost relaxing. You just turn there's a game going on in the fucking California.
Yeah.
Um, well, because all right, so in America, the way liberalism translates, it's the sexy stuff. Um, it's really the big one. I mean, it's abortion, same-sex marriage.
Like
Uh,
what like okay what let's build it up ourselves, like let's build this framework up ourselves. So like what do you think is the
yeah.
most important right of the individual in your opinion?
Oh, probably a right not to your body not to be harmed.
Okay, let's put that down.
But then it's tough because then it's like, well, what if you harm someone else's body? You
Yeah.
know, that's where rights get confusing. Because it's like, well, what if you break some? You know, it's fucking weird. It's a weird, you know. Um, but yeah, that's probably a good one to start with. I mean, there's natural rights that gets into that, like you know, that's its own part of philosophy.
Maybe we could just start with the Bill of Rights.
Yeah,
Is
no,
it
well,
too
freedom of speech,
American?
a little, but it's a good starting point. First Amendment, freedom of speech, because those are ideas where it's like, these are rights you're born with that you just kind of they can't be taken away because
Mm-hmm.
they literally can't, you know. So like no one can take away your freedom of speech because you'll always think things, right?
Yeah.
Your freedom to self defense is you're always gonna have that. You have a body, you know.
Wait, let me pull that up.
Uh,
Hold on.
yeah,
Let's go through them one by fucking one just to make it. Yeah, let's go through the first 10 amendments. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Number 1, right? Freedoms,
yeah,
petitions, and assembly. How are we
yep,
feeling?
yeah. Well, mostly, yeah,
Mostly.
mostly because it's like it that could again, it's the guy at the dinner table reaming Justin Bieber lyric. Does he have a right to do that?
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say. Okay. Let me hold on. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people to peaceably assemble and to petition government for redress of grievances. Hmm. I'm gonna say the religious freedom is very important.
Yeah. I mean, some conservatives, especially in America, will bring up is this also the rights thing doesn't account for what happens when you have a multicultural society.
Mm.
It just doesn't account. That's what they'll say. I do agree with them. There's situations you can put the Constitution is where it doesn't make any sense anymore.
Well, it does bring up that idea of and I know you've heard this before. It's like the idea that if you have a society that tolerates everything, that means you also tolerate the intolerant, right?
Well, right, yeah, that's Karl Popper's
Yeah.
idea. Yeah.
And then what happens is like if the intolerants get power, then you
Now,
know.
right, and
And
now a lot of right wing people will say that's the woke left that they're intolerant of my religion.
and it's like think of something like the religion of Islam where there is no delineation between the church and the state.
Right,
Where like in their
right.
text it's
It
like
is the state. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So the religious freedom, I'm gonna have to put some caveats on it. You know what I mean?
Of course. Right.
Just because it's like you can't have a religion of conquer. You know, like you know what I mean? Like a conquering fucking force.
Right. But the thing is, if the I don't know if the Constitution handles that on paper. You
It
can
doesn't.
argue and say, well, right, and that's why I do I sympathize. So because I'm reading this, I'm looking at the Bill of Rights. It's like, oh, it's a beautiful idea,
Mm-hmm.
but it has to have a culture underneath it. Because if it doesn't, it really is just a piece of paper. Um, just it just is.
I'm gonna have to
Uh,
say, like, I'm gonna have to say that when it comes to religious freedom, you cannot tolerate religions which insist to like like stamp out other religions. You get what I'm saying?
yeah. Well, on what ground?
Because like I'm thinking of it like this. Like let's say there was a religion, right? And in
Yeah.
this religion, they believe in like moving from place to place and espousing their beliefs, making it into power, and then once they get into power, they forcibly convert everyone to
Right.
be that religion.
Right.
And so
Right.
that is an example of religion that cannot be tolerated under any circumstances.
Right. Now, is the argument because it infringes on the rights of others, right?
Yes. Yeah. Because
Okay.
like I
Is
want
that
yeah.
that's different than I just don't like that fucking. It's an evil religion.
Yeah. Like I want there to be like a like and this is going to be so hard to explain, but it's like you can have a religion, you can believe personally that like if your religion was instituted statewide, that would be best for everyone, right? But if you're gonna make steps to like to do that, and then you forcibly convert other people, that's where I draw the line. I'm like, no, thank you. You can't do that. Like, people have to choose.
Okay.
They have to opt in.
Right. Yeah, sounds about. Now there's a middle ground where the idea is the laws are that of the religion, or at least are heavily influenced by it.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of conservatives, and including me, would argue a lot of America's laws are Christian, basically. Same with the West in general. Like murder being wrong, yeah, there's a humanistic way to get to that, but I know the Christian way. The human way, I don't know. I mean, it's a different prior thing, you know?
You know what? Not even forced conversion. You cannot tolerate forced anything. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, something that I really appreciate about Christianity, which I mean, I appreciate it kind of, but not really. I have a whole critique of Christianity that we can get into in later episodes, but
Oh, for sure.
But my issue is that like there should be no forced anything. Like, imagine if we lived in a Jewish state and they're like cutting all these baby dicks. Like, no.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah. Is the idea by law they're trying to cut your baby?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean like if you like if we lived like if there were if there were leaders who were religious and they just did that on their own, right? That's fine. But if they're trying to force everyone else to do it, that's a problem.
One second. This is a friend from Twitter. Yeah, it is because there was one's using state power to compel people who are not of that religion to do the thing.
Yeah, I'm not appreciative of that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, you know, yeah. Oh boy. One second. Another. Well, we're recording. It's fine. Let's get to this because some guy asked me an interesting question. All right. So that's yeah. Well, that's big. All right. That's the first one, right? The Bill of Rights #1.
Yeah, I feel like if I were to change it, it would be you just can't tolerate any religions that have like in their practice or in their text that they are forcing people to do things who are not subscribed to that religion. You know, like we can't tolerate that.
Okay. Well, what's the amendments to the Constitution? Okay, so #1, you like guns, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. These Bill of Rights, people usually only know 1 and 2.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna get through these.
Okay.
Because this is just because remember we're just within the rights of the individual, and it's like, what are the rights of the individual?
And these are all right. Yeah.
How about petitions? How do you feel about petitions? The freedom to petition the government.
Well, it's all first. Yeah. If I would. They all imply the same thing, which is you have a right to do the things, to say the things and think the things you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the same. It's one amendment. That's yeah, I'd say yeah. Yeah, because some of these are kind of boring. Like #3, the soldiers can't invade your home to sleep there.
That's like of the time, right?
It is of the time. It is very much of the time. #5's jury. Protects the right to that's due process.
That's interesting. That's an interesting one, right? Because
yeah, it's very legal.
Because let me think about it says, what does it say? It says rights in. Oh no, #4 is important. #4 is important, right?
Yeah, someone can't come to your house and just see what's up.
I think that should be enforced a little more.
Oh, but who enforces it?
Like what I mean is like, it should be unconstitutional. It should be like, I think there's too many instances in where like police or like whoever is like, just planting shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
And like,
Yeah, it's true.
and like, well, I feel like if you know what it is. I think people don't know about it. I think people in their interactions with law enforcement or whatever, they don't know that the police can't just enter your residence. Like fucking vampires. Don't
Yeah,
invite them in.
it's true. Yeah. Unless there's but that's where unreasonable comes in. If there's a
Yeah.
reasonable,
Oh, I'm
that's where
good
they
with
can come.
reasonable. Yeah.
But yeah, no, a cop can come in and just go, "Hey, open up. I'm the police," and you really didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Um. So yeah, a lot of these, I never know. A lot of these really are just legal things. Um.
I like I
I
like
mean,
I
yeah,
like yeah, like I like the fifth one. I like the jury and like the jury duty and
like
like
the
the
due
double
process,
jeopardy stuff.
right? Double jeopardy.
Well, hold on. How do you feel about retrying on the same case?
That's double jeopardy, right?
So it's kind of OJ. A good example would be like OJ Simpson, right? Like we can't revisit
Well,
the OJ
right.
case to fucking put him in jail because whatever.
Well, oh, see, that's where it gets holes. It's like in a conservative society, they would just kill him. That's it. It's just they caught him, and then no, so you really did this shit. Or at least he's there's something funny about the OJ stuff because he did say after he was freed that he's gonna go find the real killer, and they never found the real killer. Um, it's funny too. He is with Wikipedia. It says he's regarded as one of the greatest running backs of all time, but his success over shit, and it's probably true. It's like it is weird. It's like I'll say even Bill Cosby has more of his reputation intact as a comedian than O.J. Simpson does as a running back.
Right?
He really is known as just a guy who killed someone and got away with it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like no one's going, yeah, but you know how many yards that guy ran? You know, and he did yeah, he had a 2,000-yard season in 1973
Crazy,
in
right?
14 games.
Yep.
I mean, that is pretty good, dude. Fucking, but he didn't outrun. People have had to make that joke before. Right? He didn't outrun
Yeah, the
the
cops.
law. Well, I guess he did outrun the law though.
Well, think about it. The NFL couldn't let him go. Right? I mean, they had to get him off. Imagine the stain on the NFL if that came out.
Of what?
Like if he's convicted as being like a double murderer, imagine the PR that the NFL would have to go
Oh.
through, right?
Yeah, but it's already once he's being convicted for it. Or yeah, I guess is it different than if the situation as it is now, where it's like he clearly did it, but it's not on this record.
I don't know. I think it was just. I'm thinking about it like at the time. Like at the time,
Oh, at the time,
yeah.
you're
Like
right.
if at the time he was convicted and put in jail, the NFL would have a lot of damage control to do.
So I guess it would be like, yeah, because I could see at the time it's like, yeah, maybe someone else did do it. Maybe OJ's telling the truth. But no, it is funny. He really did it. Like there
Yeah.
really is no. I remember when he died. I was googling. There
Mhm.
really is no other story. He
Yeah.
did it,
He
and
fucking did that shit.
there's no other. And his book is "If I Did It."
Yeah.
Got published because the publisher just published it against his will almost.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, OJ. How did I get on that? Oh yeah. Well, no, you're right. That's where again. That's where liberalism gets fucking weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, well, OJ. Now what? You know? Um,
Because I'm with you. I'm with you. Like we retry him. Like I don't.
yeah, right. And so this is where, and I actually do get this point. I respect this point. I get it. Um, what's it called? I lost my train. It's the idea with liberalism is I'd rather, but here's where it gets weird. It's like the quote goes, I'd rather 50 guilty people be let free than one innocent person. But then say it again. It's like, wait, you rather 50? But then I guess that's where conservative. Yeah, it's interesting.
I have a
Yeah,
whole
it's pretty-
different view on like I think because where we are now with the prison system, like the way I think it should go is I think we should have two options, right? Like let's say you
yeah,
get convicted of a crime, like let's say you killed 3 babies, you raped 12
yeah,
women, whatever. There should be two options. There's the path of rehabilitation slash redemption, like you are committed
yeah,
to like a facility and they literally like brainwash you so you're better or whatever,
yeah,
right? And then if you don't
yeah.
want to do that, we will execute you on the spot. I
So
think
and
those are the two options, the only two options, you know?
it's funny. I have to wonder. A lot of guys will be like, "No, but what happens if they go in the rehabilitation and don't want to do it?
Oh, if they
They
no no
just
no
stop
no
right.
no you like if you go into the rehabilitation and then you're like, nah, I don't want to do this, you're executed.
Yeah, it sounds like. Yeah, I know. I mean, yeah, it's that's. See, this is why this becomes really fucking interesting. Is you really do have to think about this stuff. There's a lot of interesting little factors, you know.
Like I'm tired of like prison systems where like you go in there, it's like a hellhole. Uh,
Yeah,
like there's a select few that you know they find God, they read the Bible, they come out, they're great, right?
yeah.
There's other people
A lot
who
of them.
what why
They're
you laugh?
lifers.
What'd you say?
They're lifers.
Yeah, yeah. And then there's like, well, yeah, and then there's other guys who are like, they come out and because there's no like support system or they're still brain broken from
Right,
whatever fucking trauma they went through,
right,
they commit a
right,
crime again, and then they get thrown back into jail. It's like this is stupid. Like, why are we doing this?
right. Yeah. No, it's true, and it's also because again, that's where it's like again, it gets to a really basic point I've seen made before. I heard about it on Rogan years ago. Our society might be too fucking big. You
And
know,
nice and too nice.
that's different, but that's different though. And that, but it actually no, it's a little connected because when your society is so much smaller, you know who to be nice to and who not to.
Mm-hmm.
But in a giant society, you have no idea. You know, well, you really don't. So I guess that's where liberalism makes sense. But then it's like, well, it doesn't work, and that's where it's funny. That's where ultimately I really am a conservative on this because I guess my whole pitch is, yeah, dude, this modern thing, is it working? Now again, I'm talking to you over the phone. You're in a billion states away, and I have my laptop and I'm watching TV. So that's where I don't know. It's just I think it's a good question to ask, and I don't think we should be afraid to ask it. And a lot of liberals though are very afraid of asking that question.